What is up, guys? It's Brandon here with a review of the 2015 Range Rover Evoque. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to see are these beautiful bi-xenon headlamps with very stylish daytime running LED lights built into them. The headlights wrap around the side of the car. And as you can see, this hood gives it a very sporty look. Comes around, swoops up, comes down, goes right around the car. The car in general is very sporty and very unique. Down here we have LED fog lights. There is a surround view camera system located on this vehicle, and one of the cameras you can probably make out is right here. There's also parking sensors located around the vehicle. We have the Range Rover insignia and Land Rover logo integrated into the grille. We have another camera right here for the surround view system. This paint is the black metallic. Coming on to the wheels, these are 18-inch multi-spoke wheels that come with the Pure Plus package. This is the Pure Plus trim level of the car. So it's just above the base. Obviously, the higher up you get, the more standard features you get, the more expensive it gets, and the more stylish the car will get. So the top of the range is the Dynamic, which features a whole range of different styling cues, as well as performance cues. On the side we have a nice little side blade coming down here, which goes the length of the two doors. And this is the 5-door model, as you can probably tell. This car does come in a coupe, 3-door. Coming to the back, we have wraparound tail lights, which look very sporty. Love the look of these at nighttime. We have the Evoque lettering, as well as the Range Rover lettering, and Land Rover logo again. We have dual exhaust, and hidden underneath this little wing back here, which gives it another sporty cue, is the windshield wiper, tucked away right up there. The window trim is finished in a high gloss black, and the roof of the car is one sheet of glass, so it's a very big sunroof, which we'll get to when we get to the interior. Here's our key fob. Looks very nice, Range Rover in chrome. You can either unlock the doors or turn on your lights at nighttime via the key fob. You have your panic button here and your trunk release, but we're going to keep the key in our pocket and approach the car as you normally would. So, doors, very simple. There's a little lock on here to lock the door. You just touch the little button and the mirrors fold, and then to unlock it you just put your hand on the inside of the door and it unlocks. The mirrors fold out. So, nice and easy. Opening up the Evoque. It's a black leather trim all throughout. Everything is soft touch, so all the door panels are all very premium, high quality, plush leather over here on the doors. We have our 3-way power memory seats. We've got our Meridian surround sound system with tweeters built into the doors. There's some storage down below here. And on the entry it says Range Rover. there's power lumbar as well as your seat adjustments. So the steering wheel is very nicely leather wrapped. Let me just move back a bit to show you the full extent. So obviously it's a multifunction steering wheel, which has a whole range of different modes and buttons here. So on your left, we've got our heated steering wheel button right here. We've got our commands for our talking, Bluetooth, and phone. This controls our little computer in the center, little screen there. Over here we have more controls for the center computer. This car has paddles mounted on the backs of the steering wheel. And while we're looking at the tach and the speedometer, might as well mention that this car has 240 base horsepower on this model. Obviously, as you go up in trims, get more horsepower, especially in the dynamic trim level, but this is 240 horsepower at 6,000 RPM. It's a 2-liter, 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. So it's pretty quick off the line. Down here we have our trunk release. And we have our push button start, which is located up here. In the center console right here, we have a very large touchscreen. And when you start the car, which I will do right now, this little knob actually comes up, as you would see in a Jaguar. So for our center console here, I was just talking about the dial we have for your selector switch, your driving modes. And you have park, reverse, neutral, drive, and sport, which basically activates your paddle shifters, like I was talking about before. But over here in the center, we have, like I was saying, the large touchscreen, which is it's very responsive. I like how it's very intuitive as well. We've got the home menu, which was right here. We have on-road navigation right here, and it gets a little beep there to let you know that you've selected it. And then we've got you've got your phone, and you've got your audio and video, all your radio controls. I'm not going to play anything because I don't want to get a copyright strike from YouTube, but you've got your sat radio, which is installed, video, music. You can put an SD card in here. It also has a disc changer, whoever still uses that. But yeah, it's pretty nice system that they've got going here. Coming down to the climate control system, you have our basic, heated seats. These aren't cooled, but they are heated. Once again, go up in trim level. You can customize it to however you like. Volume controls, these are obviously very simple. It's not like a Porsche where you have a million buttons. It feels like a cockpit. Down here, you've got your off-roading controls, because this is a Land Rover Range Rover. So you can select between, ice, gravel, sand, and when you select them, it says up top here what you have selected. So these are your mud ruts, and you've got the regular drive modes, sand, specialized programs, and you could just turn it off when you're driving on pavement. So that's that. Dash is very nice. You've got a nice brushed aluminum trim going throughout with leather accent, soft touch. This particular model doesn't have the heads-up display, but if it did, there'd be a little box up here, which would look kind of quirky, but you'll get used to it. The sunroof is absolutely massive. It does not open, but it does give the car a very open air look from the inside. Feels like you have a lot more room than you do. And it is kind of roomy in here. It's not very squished at all. From the outside it seems very compact, but it's actually quite wide once you're in here. You have a little holder up here for your sunglasses. And you also have the button to close the roof. It's a very big panel of glass, like I said. Once it's closed, feels like it's pretty small in here, so that's why I like to keep it open. So then you have your service and SOS buttons in case you are in an emergency. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this front part. You have a little center console here with a pair of cup holders. You've got a little power outlet or cigarette lighter. More storage. And more storage in here, which has some of like a Alcantara-like feeling, suede. Got another lighter or a charger. And you also have your aux as well as your USB imports for your needs. This slides forward for your convenience, if I can get it. There we go. It leaves a little plastic here. If you don't want to see that, you slide it back, but it's more for an armrest. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this part. Let's go check out the rear. Doors, same thing as the front. So you have some more storage down here. There's ambient lighting located inside of the handles. You can select via the front of the car what mode you want, so it could be red, green, purple. There's a whole bunch of different colors. It's not very sufficient though. It's not like Ford or I don't know, Mercedes, the S-Class, which lights up literally the entire interior. It's very subtle, so there's really no point to it. You barely see a little red in here, but I mean, it's just something to say that I guess you have in the car. So anyways, looking at the interior, more plush leather, very nice seats back here, very, very comfortable. We have some storage here. We've got our climate control. We have our heated seats for the rear, some dials, a little storage down here. The center opens up to reveal tool cup holders, and then you've got a little storage. It's not deep at all. You could probably put 2 phones or some tissues in there. Close that. Looking at the roof again, it's very large, especially for people sitting back here. Gives you a very open feel. Footroom is surprisingly very well. As you saw before, I moved this seat back for me to show you the steering wheel, but that's this side, so just to give you a better look, the other side is very spacious. And I'll scooch over there right now just to show you how much room I actually have, and I'm 5'8" and a half, so headroom is very sufficient. And they have it cut out on the sides for, I guess it's a little bit taller. The center terminal is not very high up, so people sitting in the center, you'll have a good amount of room, chill out. And that's pretty much it for the rear back here. Alright, so let's go check out the boot of the car now. Walk right up. It's electrically powered. Opens up very easily. There's another one of these privacy shades, as you saw in the Macan review. If you haven't seen that, I'd go check it out. You have a little speaker over here. And this car does have a subwoofer in it. This car also features these little mats, another option, but I decided to take them out just for the video, show you the carpets instead, because not everyone will be buying these mats in their car. Below we've got a spare tire donut. It is inflated. As you saw in the con video, there was not an inflated tire. You have to inflate it yourself. Back here we have also a 12-volt power outlet. And in here there's just some stuff for the car. It's not like a first aid kit or anything special. So yeah, the back is pretty spacious. Got a little cutout on the side. I don't know what the heck that's for, but you could lay something going across and I guess you'll have more room. Visibility back in the back here is very poor, and that's due to obviously the sloped roof and because it's a smaller car. So, button, close it. So that pretty much concludes my video review of the 2015 Range Rover Evoque. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below, and I will see you guys next time with another review.